Welcome to Professionally Profane Pro Wrestling. We're here on a special WrestleMania week episode as we give our predictions for night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania. It's finally here, the grandest stage of them all, the biggest show of the year. How are you feeling, Fayyaz?
I am pumped. I'm ready to. Been waiting all day for us to do this show. How are you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm great. There's nothing better than WrestleMania week, man. WrestleMania, it's the best. I don't care, I feel like even the people online that are like, "Oh, I hate WWE," like they're secretly like into WrestleMania week still. Like they're totally watching it.
Yeah, they're watching.
Yeah, they're probably enjoying it, but they can't go against their online hateful persona, so they're like online like this sucks while they're like cheering in their living rooms. But
yeah, or they're laughing during the Danhausen segments, and they're like, "Okay, it's not that bad."
Yeah, like they're laughing. Oh, this isn't funny at all. Whatever.
Yeah,
but
fickle fans, as I like to say, we all are
fickle.
Hypocrites.
Shout out to Brian Danielson. But yeah, man. So this episode we're gonna keep it clean and to the point, man. We're predicting WrestleMania 42. So without further ado, let's just as we go through each match, we're gonna obviously give our predictions, our official predictions. Like we'll hold ourselves accountable when it comes to talking about it after the event's over. We'll be like, who we got right, who we got wrong. And then for the more interesting matches on the card, we'll also do a little bit of fantasy booking, talk about the match, like how we'd like to see it go down. Of course, if the match isn't that interesting, we'll just move to the next one. But anyways, here we go. What up? I love it. Streaming it.
It's my boy Ray. It's my boy Ray.
What's up, Ray? Glad you could join us, my man. All right, let's do it. Let's light it up for that bus, that whole bus.
Smoke's here too. Don't forget to give Smoke a shout out.
Smoke. Oh, dude, I don't know why I can't see. Why isn't it showing me his comments? I see it in the.
Technical difficulties.
I see it right there, but like I'm confused why I don't see it over here. Really weird. Oh well, but what's up, Ian? Ian's the man.
Sure
going to miss Mania. Going to be out of town. That's rough, man. I don't know if you can completely. There you go. Now it's showing me Ian's comment, but yeah, I don't know if you can. Avoid spoilers and watch it later. Some people that's possible. Some people it's not. It depends for me. Yeah, good luck. But got Netflix, all good. There you go. You'll be able to watch it back. But and hey, maybe you can even if you hear which matches might have sucked, you could skip them or surf through the boring parts. But all right, without further ado, my man, let's do it. So night 1. I'm just going to go through this card the way that it's laid out to me right here. So night 1, we've got Logan Paul and Austin Theory and I Show Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight. Yeah. So how you feeling, man? Well, I'll throw the ball to you to start off. What are your predictions? And do you care about this match?
You know what sucks to say this because I'm a big Logan Paul fan, but I don't care about this match.
I don't either.
I hope my prediction is that they win and Jay crashes out, LA loses, probably gets the pin, or I don't know. Hopefully not Jimmy, but yeah, that's my predictions.
So your predictions you said is that LA Knight and Usos win?
No, they lose.
Oh, they lose. You got I Show Speed going over. So
I mean,
by
association, I Show Speed goes over. But yeah, we can put it that way if you want.
I'm gonna disagree. I think LA Knight and the Usos win this match, and I think it's because I Show Speed is gonna turn, like he's gonna betray his partners. That's my prediction for this event. So right off the bat, we're disagreeing. What's that?
How dare you disagree with me on a wrestling opinion?
I know, it's crazy. Send me out,
All right.
throw me in the trash. But well, let's see here. We got some
Cameron,
comments here.
that
I,
that Cameron thing was I don't know what we're doing here.
what is Cam? I'm confused. Cameron, what?
So Cameron, the rapper, Jay was on the show today, and they got into a little work situation, as they would say in the business.
Of Hey Ma fame?
They're just going at each other.
Hey Ma, what's up? Left side. All right.
Yeah.
That song? That guy? Okay.
Yeah, that guy.
If
you have 2 minutes, today to just waste your time on absolutely nonsense, please watch it.
Okay. Fair enough. I did not see this, but it's entirely possible, if it's a big deal, that Cameron will interfere. He'd probably be going again. He got into it with Logan Paul?
No, with Jay Uso.
With Jay Uso.
Jay full crash out today, man. I'm telling you. What's happened
going
there,
on with him lately? He's off the
you know what?
He's off the shit.
And this is why they're gonna lose.
I think the dude's going through some serious cocaine abusing. I'm just playing, but no, he's been tripping out lately. Like when he was like going off against CM Punk, it's like, dude, you need like get off the drugs. Like he's like screaming and like just so amped up. I'm like, what is going on with this guy? But I just I'm still gonna go with Usos and Logan Paul, or sorry, Usos and LA Knight go over. Especially like I don't know if they've listed this in any order, but if that opens the show, I like it's listed here, then I think that will do faces up to start the show. But we'll see.
Logan Paul is the future of the WWE. He's gonna win at WrestleMania.
I would love for him to win. I do. You know that. You know I'm about Logan Paul, but as a wrestler, I don't want to get it twisted here. I'm not going to be following him on Twitter, following his exploits as a normal person anytime soon. But as a wrestler, Logan Paul is goated, and I think that Knight and Usos win, but there's a possibility. I know Ian talked about. Has anyone heard of that? No way they get Cameron. Has anyone heard of him? I've heard of him, but that's because he was popular when I was growing up, and I'm old.
Yeah.
So he was relevant a long time ago.
Yeah, you're pretty old.
Fuck you. But I could see LA Knight and Usos like feuding though. So maybe someone turns after the match. If LA Knight and Usos were to win, the turn could come after somehow. I don't know how. Maybe you're right. Maybe it'll be Austin Theory, I Show Speed, and Logan Paul getting the rub.
So I'm usually right. All good. But I'm usually right.
Yeah, maybe. But
we'll see after the end of the prediction show how I do. So
okay, yeah. I mean, we'll stack up our predictions, but yeah, we're gonna officially be split on this one, my friend. We'll move on to the next match. Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre, unsanctioned. Ooh. Oof. So, do you have any thoughts? This is going to be a banger. This is going to be a bloody war. They're going to kick the shit out of each other. I think this is going to be really good. I'm tempted to say that this is one of those matches where it could really go either way. I think that the way that the feud is played out, I can't say for certain that either one has. I mean, I know Drew, I guess, has some momentum, right? He did just do that crazy shit with the chain. But man, he's been hot. Like, opposite momentum rule would tell you that Jacob Fatu is going to win, but Drew has been on a run, the run of his life. So I think ultimately I'll give my prediction first on this one.
Yeah.
I think I am going to stick to the opposite momentum rule. I'm going to say that Jacob Fatu wins, but I do this with very little confidence. I think maybe he wins. Maybe this might be my own heart talking because I do want Jacob to win. Because there's also a different thing here, and we will do it. You know, when I'm live streaming, I always do two things before every match. I will not change my predictions, so I always give who I think is going to win, and that'll be the same person that I said today. But I will also always talk about who I want to win. Totally different things. Totally different things. I want Jacob to win though, and I'm going to predict that he wins. And I'm doing it based purely on the opposite momentum rule. That and I want to see him win, I guess. So, what do you think, bro? Give me your thoughts.
I want Drew to win. My prediction is Jacob wins. And my only reasoning is because I know that Drew is going to be going and shooting a movie. That's the only logical thing that I think makes sense.
I did not know that.
Again, yeah, but again, it's also WWE. Sometimes they kind of switch the tune. So there's also a chance that he wins and then he goes off and does his movie. And then Jacob's, doing something else. But yeah, that's just my prediction in short.
Fair enough. I mean, I like that you want Drew to win. I have no hate for Drew. The only reason I want Jacob to win is because I feel like he's the future. I love he feels so real. He's one of the few wrestlers when he says things, I believe him. Like the dude's a tough bastard. Like he's actually the whole jail thing. That's not fake. I don't know how many people out there don't know about Jacob Fatu, but that is a dangerous man. A lot of people didn't think he would actually ever make it to WWE because he's a real life G. Like he's not to be fucked with, but he has made it. He's made it. He's been shining, bro. He's really been killing it. And all gas, no brakes with it. I mean, I don't know if I did that okay, but it's okay. I could roll the tongue a little bit, but yeah, man, I'm feeling it. All gas, no brakes. Jacob Fatu, he's gonna go over.
Fair enough.
But that's so now we're split already. Or no, you went with Jacob as well, right? Even though you want Drew.
Yeah, with prediction. Yeah, it's a prediction show, right? So yeah, Jacob. So we're all on the same page on this one.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's important because there's no changing come WrestleMania. We're sticking to our guns. This is our final predictions. So then we got Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. This has certainly turned up a few notches in a very short period of time.
Spicy.
Liv is probably still going to be sporting quite a trophy. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll toss it over to you. We'll take turns on who goes first. Who do you think is going to win this match? And do you have any fantasy booking to go along with it?
I really like this one because this is one of my top 3 favorite ones to watch. By the way, like when I say my top favorite WrestleMania ones to watch, I do not include the main event because the main event is kind of set in stone where it's like you don't really have a choice other than watching the main event, Well,
the main event should be like it's cheating. Like if you're going to include those in like your top, if the main event's not a match you want to see, then there's some serious problems with what's going on.
Yeah. Like you're crazy if you watch the whole show and you're like, oh, the main event's starting.
I don't want to watch this. Yeah, that's a good point. You're not taking a piss break for this episode, for this match.
Yeah, and ironically, like this is the other reason why I will not pick a main event because the main event also gives you your whole sentiment of the entire show. So like if you watch the ending, let's say you like the whole event and then the ending of WrestleMania absolutely sucked, you're kind of like, all right, it was an okay pay-per-view. But just going back to like the prediction, so we don't get carried away here. I want Stephanie to win because, I think she's new. I think it's her moment to have that. Liv's been in the game for a long time. I predict Liv to win though, because this is kind of her crowning achievement. But yeah, so that's mine.
Okay, so you've got Liv, the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all. I'm not going to do it, but I I think I agree with you. I feel like Liv has got this. I think she goes over. I feel like Stephanie has not come across as strong as WWE would have liked during this feud. I feel like she's kind of shown that she's got some work to do character wise. I feel like Liv has kind of outclassed her. And it's nothing against Steph because Stephanie is new to WWE. Liv is very seasoned at this point. She's been there, done that. She knows who her character is very much, very settled in it. And I think this, WWE, I think they take a bit of a step back with Stephanie after this and kind of get the ball rolling better. Maybe they bring her to the mid card and have her fight for the Intercontinental title a little bit. Who knows? But
can I drop?
What's
can
that?
Can I drop my fantasy booking for this one, or do you
drop
want to do fantasy book in the end?
Drop it.
All right, my first fantasy booking for this show is Stephanie wins because of outside interference, and it's Roxanne that screws Liv over. Not Raquel, Roxanne.
So you're not predicting that, but you'd like to see it.
That's my fantasy booking.
Okay. Interesting. That would be quite a swerve for it to not be. They've kind of been planting the seeds that it would be Raquel that would turn, but you're saying it'll be Roxanne. I guess they have kind of planted that seed as well. She was going to talk to Liv about Judgment Day. Here's my thought though. I think that might be Liv's first feud for the title. But I like where you're going with that. I think that would definitely be fun. I think you can go either one here, definitely, but I'm gonna stick to my guns. My feeling is that Liv Morgan is gonna win this match. So she's still mad about the whole thing with Rhea and Liv. I'm not sure entirely what you mean, Ian. I can't remember what the whole thing was with Rhea and Liv.
Maybe it was the injury from before.
I don't know. Well, he said he's not a fan of Liv, so it's something that happened with Rhea. So I know you want Steph, Ian, but do you think that with the injury?
Yeah, okay. It was injury. Yeah.
That's fair. It's a long time you're holding it, stealing down. I love it. So Daddy Dom's got the Riz, baby.
So another reason why I have that prediction is for my later fantasy booking prediction. So
okay.
Pay attention if you're listening to the show.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I've got I still got Liv though. I've still got Liv. So we're both in agreement there. Liv Morgan over on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
All right. So then we got the Women's Intercontinental title match, which is AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. And I think we're both going to say the same thing here. I want to see AJ win because I want her to have more title run, but I just really feel like that Becky's going to come away with this. You feeling the same way?
No.
No? You think AJ wins?
Did you say you want Becky to win?
No, I want AJ to win because I want to see her fight more people for the title, but I think that Becky's going to win. My prediction is that Becky Lynch wins the Intercontinental Championship.
I think Becky's going to win. And I'm predicting AJ wins.
Okay.
You're sorry, I twisted on you.
No, I think
okay. I led you to believe week after week that I wanted AJ to win WrestleMania, but nah, I want Becky to win.
Can I ask why?
Because it's Becky Lynch. Becky 2 belts. The man.
Okay.
The wife of Seth freaking Rollins.
And
Baby.
the greatest of all time, and it's not just her saying it.
Top 3, but not 1.
That's not the catchphrase.
No. Trust me, I know that line.
I know. I'm just messing with you. So
nah. Get out of here with that Becky Hogan stuff. I'm not here for that. Nope.
Yeah, I'm not here for that either. I feel like Becky.
It was Charlotte Hogan before it was Becky Hogan. Let's be honest here.
At the end of the day, people are just gonna say that about any. I mean, we had Bianca Hogan too, right? Because Bianca Belair was winning everything for a while. I mean, it was Bianca Cena.
Thank God we never got a Sammy Hogan. Oh my goodness.
At the end of the day, I feel like anyone that wins a lot, people are gonna kind of turn on. Becky does her job, man. Becky is also selling T-shirts. Like, she's filling seats. People come to see Becky. At the end of the day, like those people are going to win a lot of matches. Yeah. That's how it works. So, I think I've got to go with Becky. You know, I think Becky wins this match. But interesting that you want Becky to win, but you think AJ is going to win. What makes you feel like AJ is going to win this? I'm just curious.
It just feels like with the promos and the way it's been delivered lately, it feels like right now, I think AJ needs to win more than Becky does, because
I think so.
Becky's been around week after week, and she gets infused with everyone.
Yeah, Becky can't be hurt at this point. She lost her freaking. Yeah. She lost to what's her face, like that's getting her ass kicked by Maddie right now. Her name is escaping me, but the pretty blonde lady. Help me out here.
I can't put it together who you're talking about.
The girl that managed Otis and Tozawa.
Oh, Maxine.
Maxine. There you go. Maxine. Yeah, so like Maxine beat Becky, and it did not hurt her whatsoever. Not even a little bit.
Maxine's been talking to Austin Theory behind the scenes in some of the segments. I don't know if people have been catching that on, but
really, I wonder if she's taking Theory for
she's with someone. She's with someone on NXT.
Oh, well, yeah, sorry. I'm not advocating for any any cheating to be going on here. I like everyone to have their happily ever after. Why Tiffany and shit El Grande Americano.
Side note, AAA with that storyline of
I did see
El
that
Grande is insane. Like the Undertaker, what he's doing over there in AAA. There's some matches that are on the WrestleMania card that are not even that hot in the storyline. I
seen the El Grandes going at it on AAA, and it looked like they wanted to literally kill each other.
They're doing the mask for the mask identity thing.
I know, but like the intensity was unbelievable. Like why can't we have that? Yeah, Ludwig.
The intensity's on that because they're not on the WrestleMania card.
That's fair. They don't have to worry about getting hurt because they were definitely being very reckless with each other.
But I also think that allows them to have more of a chip on the shoulder to what they deliver for the fans too. So
that's true. I know down in Mexico, I think the El Grande feud might be there. That's their CM Punk Roman Reigns. The El Grande character is super important.
Next predictions.
Oh my God. All right, here we go. So we're split on that. We're not in agreement on that. It's the second match that we are not in agreement on.
Nope, you're not.
All right. All right. We got the women's tag team championship match after that. They're just flying through all the women's matches, apparently. So then Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, the worst tag team name of all time. What was it? I'm forgetting things a lot right now. I can't remember.
The tag matches?
Their shitty name, Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. I can't remember what their shitty name is, but Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Bailey and Lyra Valkyria, and Nikki and Brie Bella, who is Fayyaz's definite favorite. He definitely wants the Bellas to win this match. I support you in what you want in life, Fayyaz. So I'm going to be rooting for the Bellas for you because I know how much you want that. I want you to know that I support you.
That is going to be my time to do other stuff in the house. Maybe cook dinner or get ready for something else. No offense. I will watch the match, but my prediction, I'm going to cut you off and just get right to it. My prediction is going to be Charlotte and Alexa are going to win. They're my want and they're my prediction.
Okay. I briefly want to bring up this question. Does Seth still call her the man when she drops the pants? Mind you, it's 2026. Because it's 2026, I'm going to say yes, he does. He respects her wishes. But no, who said this? Stop it. Stop it right now. What's this garbage? Oh, Ray. Stop it with that. Let's see. Side note, I desperately need a bra and panties match with Piper Niven. RS is here for chaos. Complete chaos.
Absolutely. That's all he does. He loves the chaos.
Yeah.
You'll be calling me during WrestleMania to FaceTime me during the main event though.
I will pass on the bra and panties match with Piper Niven, but to each their own. I don't have a problem with what you want. But
side note too is I'm actually surprised you even know who Piper Niven is, but
Dewdrop. But
oh my god. Let's bring Vince back, you guys. Let's bring Vince back.
Dude, no, stop. There's actually people out there that are pining for
I know.
I keep seeing it. I keep seeing people like, oh, I'm like Vince McMahon needs to save the WWE. Stop it. Shut up.
Wait till they search up what Chad Gable's name was at one point in WWE.
Shorty G. Shorty G. Those people that literally ask for Vince McMahon, like I want you all to stop watching wrestling. Like we don't need you. Your opinion's really bad, and it's
what was Pete Dunne's? Pete Dunne had a really dumb name. Like at one point,
dude, it was just it was like shit. I'm Butch.
Yeah,
Butch.
Oh my god, they made him look so weak.
Yeah, it was awful. He looked like a Peaky Blinder, and it's like, dude, what are we doing here?
That was a weird group. It had a lot of potential, but it could have been much better if it was the Bruiserweight, not Butch.
Yeah, I like the Bruiserweight a lot. The way he manipulates the finger joints and everything, like he's that always looks so crazy to me. I know, and like the fact that he could do all that without actually hurting his opponent is wild to me. He's really good at doing that. But I'm gonna upset you with my prediction for this match.
Because you predict the Bellas?
Yes, I think the Bellas are gonna win this match.
I wouldn't put it past.
It's not that I want that. I don't want them to win. Again, big difference.
I'm not saying anything. You're allowed to have your opinion.
Okay, don't be mad at me if I win. If I'm right, don't be mad. I'm just saying that they just signed a long-term contract to be back. I read, and I think this is the Bella Twins are Hall of Famers. There's no way they let them retire without being tag champs one time, at least. That's my thoughts on this. I think this is their opportunity to put the belts on them. I'm not saying I want it. Just saying I think it's what's going to happen. I really do.
All right.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you depressed. We'll move on to the next match.
I don't care. I don't care that much.
I know. But I mean, I don't
I have a burner account. I have a burner account where I just go crazy at each other. So
I don't want to see. Next time we meet up, Phil, I'll show you how he does it. It's so perfect. Not sure. Oh, the the finger joint thing. Okay, just please don't break my fingers. That'd be cool. Isn't he masked up right now? Who's that? Butch? Or why did I call him Butch? Pete Dunne? I don't believe he's masked up. I don't know what Pete Dunne's doing. I don't think he's one of the, like, if you're saying he's one of the El Grande characters, I don't think so.
Not Pete Dunne, but Tyler is one of the
Tyler
El
Bate.
Grande. Yeah. Actually, I don't even know who the second person is. I wouldn't be surprised if it is Pete Dunne. We're spending way too much time on this conversation. Let's move on.
Dude, no, I guess that is Pete Dunne.
I guess he got a haircut then.
I just looked it up. Yeah.
He looks small.
Yes, I would agree. I did not realize that was actually Rayo Americano. That's who that is. But all right. Yeah, we'll move on. Because I agree, I don't care about this. Is the match I care the least about is the women's tag team title match. It's not anything against the women. It's just that it hasn't been a very good story. And yeah. So after that, we get to a really good one, a potential to steal the show. Seth Rollins versus Gunther.
Pumped for this one.
Yeah. Give me your thoughts, dude. Give me your thoughts.
I think prediction is going to be Gunther. Like, it makes the most logical sense. I don't think Seth needs to win this match. It makes absolutely no sense for Seth to win the match. And who I want to win, that one I don't even think is even fair to say, because it goes against what my prediction is, because I would want Seth to win, but it's not going to happen. And I think that's a very hard match, to be honest. Not to like over like hype it up, but yeah, I don't know. Because
I think what's that?
I was gonna say I don't like to be a hypocrite when it comes to wrestling takes. I try to genuinely stick to what I do believe in, but I just think that like wanting Seth to win just like ruins everything that Gunther just did or what they tried to put him as. Then it's just like you don't go back from that. So it's almost like selfish wanting Seth to win. So do you know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I hear you. With that being said, though, I'm pretty much in alignment with you 100% on this. I'd like to see Seth win. He's a big time Bears fan. I'm always rooting for Seth, but Gunther's got to. I think Gunther's got to win. I love Gunther, so there's like no hate for him to win. Like I think that dude's amazing. He gets a lot of hate online, and I've seen people say like Gunther, because Gunther criticized wrestlers that do the same thing every match, and I've seen a bunch of comments underneath that were like, he does the same thing every match. He's got like 5 moves. If you are a fan and you actually believe that Gunther does the same thing every match, you are not a smart wrestling fan. In fact, you are one of the furthest things from it, because Gunther is
mark.
Yeah, a dumb mark at that. Like I can mark out. I'm a mark. I know I am for certain things. Like Punk, I know I am. But dude, all big fans are marks. Like, but that's the point. But there's a difference between being a smart mark, not in the smarmy like sniveling way, and being a really big dumb idiot. If you don't think that Gunther changes it up every match, the fact that he's got like 4 different moves that can finish you, I think it's brilliant. And yes, he's not doing anything crazy, but he's changing it up every match. He hits hard. He's a legitimate, like, one of the few heels that, like, when a wrestler beats him, it matters a lot.
Yeah.
And I love that he's a heel that doesn't cheat to win. He just beats the shit out of you and laughs about it afterwards. He's great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm all in on Gunther. But
I will say, though, not to be a hypocrite, even though I'm a hypocrite, I did find Gunther a little bit boring. I just feel like his promos are pretty stale sometimes. But I mean, he's a great in-ring performer. Like, if you watch wrestling because you like that, he brings that to the table. I remember when he did his first move off the top rope, and I was like, wow, he's really showing that he has levels to this game. But yeah, I agree with you from your take there.
That's fair. I think that his mic work is good depending on who he's facing. I feel like if he's given like a good story, like I think he does good with some things, but he hasn't been given too beefy of a story lately. It's kind of just been he did pretty good with AJ though. He had some good mic work with the AJ Styles stuff, but I just love the character of Gunther. He's a great villain. I don't know if he'll ever be a face. He probably never will be. He's a perfect heel. But yeah, overall, I just love me some Gunther. When we were there for WrestleMania 39 together, that match he had with Drew and Sheamus was a fucking banger, dude. It was good.
Yeah, in the last 10 years, I think that's probably one of my top 5 favorite matches.
Yep, totally. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that because it was awesome.
Yeah.
But yep, we're on the same page here. Gunther goes over. And so that brings us to the last match of night 1, which will be Cody Rhodes versus Randy Keith Orton and Pat McAfee, I guess. Spoiler alert, which I don't actually know this, but I have a feeling that Jelly Roll will be out there on the side of Cody Rhodes, which I know that Fayyaz is also a huge fan of that. Look, I don't, everyone's got a big time opinion on all of the extra stuff that's gone on. I know that there's a lot of people that hate Pat McAfee's involvement in this match. I think Fayyaz and I have been actually we've gone against the grain and said that we actually really enjoy it. But I'm sorry. Like, I think Pat is a good heel. The fact that everyone hates him so much, I think that's kind of the point. I think too many people forget that. I guess I understand why people they've given Randy has kind of become a side character in it, which is definitely that's a little bit of an issue. That's a little bit of an issue, but I don't really enjoy that. Randy doesn't need anybody, so it's kind of odd that he's buddied up with Pat McAfee, but this can still be done really well because look, people forget that Randy was also the guy of the Authority. And if they end up going forward with this TKO storyline, if they really go into it, because Pat has kind of been alluding to it a little bit, him saying him telling Jelly Roll last week, this is so much bigger than you could ever imagine. You're an outsider, you would never understand. I was really intrigued by that because I'm they could do something with this TKO stuff. And Randy being the guy for TKO is not out of character because he just did it for the Authority, 10 years ago or whatever it was. So overall, I'm excited for this match. And I think that Randy Orton is going to become I'm still going back and forth about this. I think Randy Orton's going to win the title. I do. I think he becomes a 15-time world champion. But I'll tell you what, dude, this can go either way. This could go either way. I didn't forget it. I talked about Jelly Roll. What you mean? But I
think that message was before you jumped in Jelly Roll.
Oh, okay. So I don't know, man. I could see this going either way, but I guess there's a big part of me that really wants to see this TKO storyline keep continuing and going forward. And I think that it's best served if Randy wins the championship. And I think that could also spark Cody's character change, which I desperately want. So maybe I'm selfish in saying this, but I think Randy wins. So, what are your thoughts?
My prediction is Cody wins.
Okay. Give us the reasons why.
My
Or is it just a
prediction
gut
is
feeling?
no. My prediction is Cody wins because I think there's another layer to this whole story because I think everyone's so focused on like everyone is so focused on Pat said, "Oh, if Randy loses, then you'll never see me again," and like everyone's reading all this other stuff. Like we had something in a contract before where someone wasn't allowed to have a rematch, and he still got the goddamn rematch. So you're telling me someone says he's going to disappear forever? We're just going to take his word for it? I doubt it. I think something's going to happen, and I think Cody is going to win, and I think Pat might go and do something else. Who even knows? And I think Randy's just going to implode. I think there's going to be like a new version of him because he's not like if they're trying to get him to be heel, it's not working out. And I know there's a lot of people. I've always been someone that has said this recently, where like I think the days of like face versus heel matter. I think the fans ultimately are going to decide who they want to cheer for. So like you could even
Cody's going to be a heel in this match, I think.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I think like you go back in history and you look at when The Rock went against Hulk Hogan, like that shifted in the match, and then they also just like I'm not saying it's going to be the same creativity as it was back then, but you know they called an audible during that match that ended up being one like it's a memorable match. No one's going to say it was one of the greatest matches of all time, but it was like a memorable icon versus icon. But I do think that Cody wins. I think most fans just love setting themselves up for like getting upset because they fantasy book themselves. So they want Randy to win. I think Randy loses, and then they're gonna be more mad that Cody wins, and we just repeat this cycle.
I'm not going to be mad if Cody wins.
Yeah, but that was my prediction. The interesting one is who do I want to win? And that's Cody. Because of one reason. Because of one reason that I do think that they can run away with this potential WWE versus TKA story if Cody's the one that wins. Not because Randy. I might be wrong, but I'm going to stick to it.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I really want to see heel Cody, man. I do. But probably not going to get it. Probably a pipe dream, but
just to jump on what you just said, because it just reminded me of something. He was on a recent interview where they were talking about like Kingdom and like that theme song, and he even said he's like, if you were to ever turn into like the bad guy, like that song would have to go. I get the overall sentiment that like he really likes that song, and I know he's already been vocal about not wanting to turn heel, but yeah. That's another reason why my predictions are Cody wins.
That's fair. I would say, Cody, get over your weird attachment to a theme song. I'm just kidding. But like
we need it because look how bad all the other theme songs are.
There's some good ones. Look at
Kit Wilson. Us Oos, day one.
Yeah, I mean the Usos theme song has never been much of a banger, if you ask me. But like the Kit Wilson theme song was that shit goes hard in the paint. Shawty, what you think?
Bro, you're telling me that when the Usos used to come out, when they were the Usos Penitentiary, that theme song was on a banger?
That was pretty good. But like, it's just me, Oos, day one ish. Like,
no, that's Jay's theme song. That's why that one's just
Yeet, Yeetosaurus Rex. I don't know, man. I think, but I am very intrigued by that main event because there's a lot of different ways I think it could go. Same for the next main event, but we'll get there in a minute. So let's start from night 2. We're gonna try and I think it's a shorter card. So I know we've already been here for 45 minutes, but All right, so Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. We're hitting this thing off, boom, big, right off the bat. And
Woo!
I'm just gonna say it, dude. I think this is Obafemi's time. I think I'm going to predict that Obafemi wins. They have not done anything to suggest Brock technically hasn't gone over this entire build, but I think this is all meant to crown Oba as the next big superstar. I think. Again, we've talked about it though. They can definitely write around Brock winning, and I won't be mad about it. But I just have this feeling that this is Oba's moment, his time. And so for that reason, I'm picking Obafemi. I think he goes over in a big time war. And I think this might be the match of the weekend. After we're all said and done, I think a lot of us might be looking at this match like it was the most memorable one of the weekend. But we'll see. What are your thoughts?
Is that your prediction and your one? Oba?
Wait, what?
Your prediction is Oba and your want is Oba?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you?
I think Brock's gonna win.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean we
But
talked.
I want Oba to win.
We talked at length about it. What makes you think that Brock's gonna win? Is it just the fact that he hasn't hasn't gone up at all during this build?
Yeah. Yep, and ESPN.
Yeah, I mean that's a big the fact that he hasn't had any like Brock over Oba moments, that's definitely a red flag for picking Oba. But it wouldn't be the first time, or like people have made reference to when Drew McIntyre beat Brock. Drew was pretty dominant during that build and then ended up going over. I feel like this is a similar moment where they're trying to put the rocket launch, the rocket on Oba's back. But again, you could definitely book a Brock Lesnar win here. I just hope that he'll be willing to do business for a rematch then down the road, because that would be the best story they could tell. You can easily do a trilogy here.
Yeah, so fantasy booking number 2 for the whole card. What I'm about to say is I think Brock wins. I think Brock and Oba have a rematch later on. I think Oba wins that. And then if there is a Gunther match, then maybe Gunther retires him. But I also would not be shocked if Brock just ends the whole legend killer thing that they have with Gunther. I mean, they did it with Randy. They ended the whole legend killer thing with Randy. So you're telling me they can't do the same thing with Gunther?
Oh yeah, he can't run. I mean, there's only so much they could do with the career killer gimmick, because they're not just going to keep. They can't just keep feeding him careers. Who are they? They're going to run out of people. So, if it's convenient for him to end a career, then they could do it. But otherwise, they're going to write themselves into a corner, and he'll have to be something more than just a career killer eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Do you think Brock retires and then Oba tries to go with Heyman, or Heyman tries to get Oba? I don't think so. I don't think Oba needs him.
Yeah, I don't think Paul needs to do. I think, one thing just to jump on top with you, Phil, on that one is that Paul, you also don't want to lose the allure of him being a manager for everyone. Like when he was working with Cesaro and he was Michael McGillicuddy or whatever his name was back in that time.
Curtis Axel.
When he had the Heyman guys, that storyline had so much potential, but they dropped the ball, obviously. But then again, when you go back and look at history and you're like, oh, who did Paul Heyman manage? That's a stain that people keep bringing up. And that's not a slight at Cesaro or Curtis Axel. They're both very talented. That storyline did not pan out.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I think Heyman might try to get him, and you said, does he try to get him? That's definitely possible, especially if Oba wins. Heyman definitely could maybe come out on Raw or whatever, try to get him. Who knows? Or maybe the move will be Heyman tries to get him, he denies him, and then that's what somehow sets up a Braun Breaker feud. That's who
But then
Heyman
also,
should be with, though, is Braun.
let me ask you this. Yeah, exactly. You just nailed the one thing I was going to ask you. I'll just go to the second thing I was going to ask you. If Oba does partner with Paul, what does that do? Does that turn him into a heel?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
A
Exactly.
face Heyman is not as fun as a heel Heyman. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, he needs to be a heel, 100%.
Yeah.
But I do want to see. Yeah, Braun Breaker and Oba is going to be a dream match. Which is a crazy thing to say because they're both really early in their careers. There's a lot of guys like Jacob Fatu versus these dudes. Jacob Fatu versus Gunther. There's a lot of people that are building up really well that are standing up. Fuck, I haven't even mentioned Trick Williams, baby. He's the most charismatic of everyone that we're talking about. The WWE is really setting up some awesome characters they're kind of dancing around older foes, but they're all separate. But eventually, they're all going to have to fight each other, and it's going to be awesome. Like it's going to kick ass. I can't wait for
Just like off the rip right now, think about a future WrestleMania with it doesn't even matter what order it is, but if it's like Jacob, Oba, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, like Ilya Dragunov, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed's still relatively young. I don't say Gunther because Gunther's still like in his 40s.
He's older,
yeah, like him, Seth, Roman, Punk, all those guys are. Even if they're in the lower card of a future pay-per-view of that.
Yeah, and we haven't even talked about any of the like guys like Ethan Page and Ricky Saints are coming up. Like, dude, WWE is in a great spot. They almost have too much talent because some guys that are really, really, really good are gonna probably be more like we're gonna have to get used to the fact that not everybody can be multi-time world champions. And like that's just gonna have to like people can still be great without being
have
the
1 year reigns. Yeah.
You know? It used to be that way. Like a lot of legends don't have like Ted DiBiase, like off the top of my head, like, Mr. Perfect. I mean, total legend, never WWE champion.
You know what people forget too is when Randy was champion at one point, there was 3 reigns that were well within under like 30 to 45 days. Like there was times where he lost on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I would like to see like Triple H balance that. Like sometimes doing shorter reigns. Like there's definitely value in longer reigns, but also playing hot potato for a little bit is fun too. Like it keeps the unpredictability up. So
nothing was better than the Hardcore Championship belt when I was playing hot potato.
I don't know about that. Might have been a little too much, but no, I it was fun though. I mean, I enjoyed it. But all right, let's move on to the Intercontinental Championship match, which is Penta versus Javon Evans versus Dragon Lee versus JD McDonough versus Rusev versus Rey Mysterio. This is gonna be a freaking banger, dude. I'll let you go first, man. What are your thoughts?
Javon, I'm done.
I'm with you, dude. We don't have to talk about it much because there's not a lot of story here. It's just 6 guys that are gonna put on an absolute banger. And
that's fair. And
that's I think I want Javon Evans to win, and I think he's gonna win. I'm with you. I'll say this though, sleeper, JD McDonough. I think he's a sleeper to win this match. But I don't think he will.
Yeah. Most sleepers are long shots anyways.
Even Dragon Lee is like all of them are kind of like I don't know. I don't think Penta's retaining. Let me put it that way. I think that's unlikely. I think because I feel like I could see Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, or JD McDonough all winning personally.
Yeah.
I don't think Rey Mysterio or Rusev is going to win it though. Personally,
if Rey Mysterio wins it, I won't even call this a fantasy booking. I would predict that Rey probably loses the title to Dom or something corny like that, since he didn't want to get retired by Gunther.
I know that's your conspiracy theory, but Matt, what's up, Matt? Matt went to WrestleMania in Dallas with me. What's going on, Matt? But second would be Javon. You said he bets me $50 it's Penta. I'm not gonna make that bet, but I'm tempted to. Only I'll make the bet if I get the field. But
I'll bet you 50 it's not going to be Penta.
yeah,
And he lives
if you get
across
the
the street.
field,
He lives a block away from me. I'll collect that $50 real quick.
yeah, it's different if I have to pick the winner, then that's tougher. But if you're saying 50, like you get Penta and I get the field, I'm taking the field 100%, baby. But Matt says Dom's going to cost Ray to set up Dom versus Ray to retire Ray. It's not a bad theory. I will,
I like that,
especially. So we'll move on to the next match. We've got the WWE Women's Championship, which is Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley, and I don't think we're going to spend time on this. This is by far my least favorite match besides the Tag Team Championship on night one. I love Rhea. I'm going to say Rhea wins just because I think Jade has disappointed in this build. I probably want Rhea to win. I think Rhea wins. I think it's possible Jade goes over because I know WWE wants to make her a big thing, but I think that all this feud has proved is that she's not ready. Because I think the fact that I'm not excited for a Rhea Ripley match is a shame. And I think that's squarely on Jade Cargill. The fact they had to stick Michin and B-Fab with her to make her more interesting or make her feel like a bigger foe. Like, come on, man. I think Rhea goes over. So I'm excited for Rhea, guys. I see lots of Rheas in the comments. But look, Jade versus Charlotte makes more sense. Could have. I mean, you could have done that.
We had that though.
I've also enjoyed that Charlotte has she's spicing up the tag division, which I like that from her. But overall, I still don't think Jade's ready to be the champion. I think that she got pushed a little too soon. By the way, I can't believe Tiffany Stratton's not on this card. It's crazy.
I'm not surprised. If she's not on the card, if Io's not on the card, I don't think Tiffany was going to be on the card either.
They should have low-key did like a triple threat like for the United States Championship between Julia, Tiffany Stratton, and Io. That would have went hard. But anyways, we'll get to the United States Championship match, which is Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. Put the rocket on Trick Williams. It's Trick, dude. It's Trick. Whoop that Trick.
This guy? No thanks. We're good.
Yeah, I don't think we're not fans of Sammy at this moment. Sammy,
not sorry, buddy. Not sorry.
Not sorry at all. Carmelo Hayes should be a part of this match. It's some bullshit that he's not.
He's injured.
Is he actually?
No, that was the segment where he was
getting
treatment. Right. Yeah. But hey, we're both on the same one. Trick Williams.
Trick, dude. There's got to be him. Like, if WWE lets Sammy beat Trick in this moment, it is such a drop ball moment. Trick has become him and Oba I've never seen two guys become stars in the eyes of the audience this fast since, like, I'm trying to think of comparable. It's hard to find anybody. It's been a long time since two guys have been rocketed up in the eyes of the audience like this, and you got to take advantage of it. Now, Oba's got a much bigger obstacle in Brock Lesnar. It's understandable if Oba doesn't win, but Trick Williams should beat Sami Zayn. God damn it. It's Sami Zayn. Stop it. Like, it's Sami Zayn. Yes, let Sami lose, and then he could turn heel. I'm more interested in that for him. I'm tired of Sami being this sympathetic face. He's not sympathetic at all.
I really hope they don't bring this up again. I'm tired of this same like cheap shots bringing up that name again.
I was going to ask earlier, who do you think brings up Dusty Rhodes' WrestleMania story first? I'm not sure what you mean by this. On Friday?
I think he's just meaning like in general of just like Dusty's name being brought up in the storyline.
I think it'll be Pat. I think Cody's kind of left his dad alone for the most part. It's been his opponents that have been bringing up Dusty. Cody hasn't really mentioned Dusty since he won the title and finished the story. But yes, Matt,
Yep.
Obafemi's promo was amazing. I think you just got here a little bit later, so you didn't see us talk about that match. But we are big Oba fans on this show. We are super pro Oba. But all right, we're down to the last two matches, and the second to last match is what I think is going to be a squash match. And we've got the Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. And I'll go first. I think the Demon's going to whip his ass. I think that if the Dom to get a lot of offense in this match is going to be, it's going to be hard. I feel like he's going to have to do a lot of cheating, which he very well can do. But the fact that they brought the Demon into this, like, it feels like just Dominic's been running. He hasn't been really held responsible for any of his actions on any of these shows. He keeps skirting away from everything. And now it's WrestleMania, and he's going to get his comeuppance. Finn Balor kicks his ass as the Demon. That's my opinion. What say you?
I agree with you. I think it'll be a squash match, especially since they announced that it's going to be the Demon. I would have rather just not known it was going to be the Demon and him just come out and then squash. I would have been more happy with that.
The pop would have been nuts.
Yeah, but now my actual, I'm going to flip the script here. Rather than giving me the prediction on who's going to win, I want you to give me the prediction on the over-under. Is it going to be an 8-minute match or 8.5? I'll give you 8.5.
8.5?
Over, under?
Under.
Under?
It's probably going to be over. It's probably going to be over, but I'm going to go under. I feel like they're going to be pressed for time or something. And
yeah, and that is, I said 6.5. I'm going to go under.
Yeah, I love Dom, by the way. Like I love Dirty Dom, but I just think the way the storyline is played out and the fact that he's facing the Demon, and it's not like Dom is presented as a badass. He's a sniveling heel who runs away from everything. So like he's got to stand up.
This is the weasel getting caught. That's what it is.
Yes, exactly. But we still love you, Dom. Still love you. But all right. So here we are at the main event of night 2, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. And I know I know where we're standing on this, but I'm gonna make the argument for my guy. But I'll let you go first. Why do you think Roman Reigns is gonna win?
Because he's had 2 months to make that title relevant, and he has not done that.
That's not true.
He had 4 title defenses.
They've been great. He had to do this long ass build with Roman and carry it on his back for most of it.
Well, when you're an A+ player, you don't have to show up to work every day to get work done.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
You don't have to buy it. You just have to acknowledge it.
Acknowledge these nuts. It's gonna be Punk, dude. Punk is going to win this damn match. This is the justification. Like this match is going to be also a big like fuck you to Tony Khan when he has to watch CM Punk stand tall at the end of WrestleMania Night 2. I just think that Punk has earned it. He's been fine. This has been a great title reign. I can't believe that you just said that he has not made this title relevant. He's been the best part of Raw every single week. until Oba. Oba's definitely like stole a little bit of shine from him, but CM Punk's been awesome. His promos have been fire. His matches have been fire. All right, I'm against all of you guys. Punk is gonna win this match. You guys could all come back and say you're sorry to me afterwards. I'll
The
accept
only one
it.
that's going to be apologizing is going to be you on Monday.
Yeah, probably. I've been here before with Roman, but I just don't think he's gonna show up. I don't think he's gonna keep appearing. He's gonna go back to his part-time schedule.
That's the magic, baby. He doesn't need to show up.
You're
Because
full
when
of
he
shit.
does show up, there's over 1.5 million people ready to tune in.
You don't think those people are tuning in for Punk? He's just as popular.
775,000 viewers does not say 1.5 million the same way.
You're tripping, dog. You're tripping. Stay off the weed. No, I'm just playing. But he woke up. You all are fucked. You guys are yeah, Matt. I'll be here both nights. Fayyaz will be here with me on night 2.
Get in line.
Oh my god, you guys are all wrong in the comments, but it's a shame.
I'm sorry, Phil.
Yeah. CM Punk has carried this program. He's going to carry this match, and he's going to win, and he's going to bring that dub home for Chicago, baby. Let's go.
Let's get one thing straight. Do you see the difference when I'm talking about this match compared to all the other matches?
Yeah.
A little bit more lean back about all these other matches, right? Because just trying to get to night 2 is all that matters. Because then on night 2, when it ends, that's when the real reign starts. Look at everyone.
Yeah, I know you guys are really disappointing. All the comments are really disappointing, but it's okay. I'll stand on my
island. Everyone,
my
just do
island, the island of legitimacy.
Just do it, everybody.
Oh my god,
I know we can't see you, but I'll do it for you.
Oh my god, I hate all of you. I hope so. I'm man. If Punk wins now, you guys are gonna look so bad. All of this grandstanding.
You will acknowledge the last Universal Champion. Not me.
You guys.
Roman Reigns.
It's gonna be really funny if Punk wins now. You guys are all setting yourself up. I have nothing to lose now. I'm on house money. I'm by myself.
There's no money in the house when CM Punk's champ.
Matt, oh dude, my boy, the man you met at WrestleMania, my blonde friend Matt. This is him.
Matt, you acknowledge me, right?
Matt, choose CM Punk with me right now. I need backup.
No, Matt, you're a smart fan. You know who's gonna win.
Yeah, I'll acknowledge that son of that part-timing lamer. If he wins, I'll do it.
Part-time lamer? Who brought back the company to relevancy the last 3 years? Who? I'm sorry. When did we sign with Netflix?
Oh my god.
When did the Netflix deal come in?
What?
When did the Netflix deal come in? Was Phil Brooks there?
Calendar.
Was Phil Brooks there when the Netflix
I think he was.
signed?
I think he showed up like right when that was all going down.
Yeah, was he the reason they signed with Netflix? No.
Sure, it wasn't a fucking. I'm sure it didn't hurt. CM Punk's return.
And then what happened when Roman disappeared for a bit?
This is a good opinion, but my heart says Punk. Punk's a proven draw, but he's better chasing the title unless he's a heel. That's fair. Hey man, we can get a Punk win and then maybe he turns heel, but I don't think it's gonna happen actually.
And the last 2 times CM Punk was in the main event at WrestleMania, who was in the ring with him?
Of course, it's a match that draws the most money. You can say the same thing about CM Punk. He's been in Punk's been in 2 straight main events with Roman. So Roman should be thanking Phil as much as Phil should be thanking Roman.
Oh, sorry. How many main events does Roman Reigns have at WrestleMania?
Okay, Punk bowed out of wrestling for most of that time. It's not a fair argument.
So because
who brought Roman? You know, if we're talking kayfabe here, who brought Roman into WWE?
Not CM Punk.
That's bullshit. Storyline wise, it was Punk.
Nope. He wanted Cassius Ohno.
Oh my god, I'm talking about what actually happened.
Well, what actually happened is that they didn't want Roman Reigns in the Shield, but someone above said he's the guy.
It's Cassius Ohno's fault because he was fat as hell.
Irrelevant.
All I'm saying is, look, if we're talking about you're talking about main events. I'm talking about in storyline. CM Punk brought Reigns in. I'm not here to talk about what allegedly happened behind the scenes. I wasn't there, and neither were you.
Okay, fine. But during that time when CM Punk was not around and Roman was making his run to be relevant at the top, CM Punk wasn't around.
Everything Roman's done has been a copy of CM Punk. He had to take Heyman to do the same thing Punk did on the long title reign. Punk did everything first and better.
Well, first it started with Triple H, then it was The Undertaker, then it was Brock Lesnar, and now we're where he's at. Chris Hero was not fat. He was just overweight. Sorry.
He's fat. He was fat. He could wrestle fat, though. He was a good fat wrestler. But, look, I'm going to ride. You guys don't understand. You weren't at Money in the Bank 2011. So, I was.
That's all we keep hearing. Well, we always keep hearing the old stories about Money in the Bank. What was Money in the Bank?
I will ride with that dude forever because that was the greatest wrestling moment that I've ever been a part of, including all those WrestleManias.
What year was that?
2011.
Sorry, what year was that?
Every wrestling event I've been to after that has not lived up to that, including WrestleMania 39.
That's bullshit.
It's true. That is the best pay-per-view I've ever been to. The crowd was unbelievable. That moment was unbelievable. You had to be there.
It was very good. Because that was during a time where WWE was unpredictable. I'll give you that one. But I'm just telling you.
I will ride for Punk forever.
Come Sunday night, you will acknowledge the Tribal Chief.
Look, on all serious note, though, like Seth winning last year proved that WWE isn't beholden to Roman always winning these matches. So I think this match can go either way. And I think that Punk has a good chance to win. But he definitely has a chance to lose too. I'm not stupid. I think that this can definitely go either way.
Let me ask you something, you Mark. If you truly sorry, that was off time. I got a little bit heated here. We're just trying to entertain the people that are watching too, you know? Don't want to keep it so stale.
Brainwash versus educate. I don't know.
Back to my real character, Phil.
Uh-huh.
If the WWE versus 2K TKO storyline does happen, wouldn't it make more sense for Roman Reigns to win?
Sorry, say that one more time.
If this WWE versus TKO prediction does come true, wouldn't it make more sense for Roman Reigns to win?
Why?
He's money. He's the bad guy.
I don't know if he's the bad guy. I think we've got the two biggest faces in the company that are facing each other. This is Rock and Stone Cold. But I think that either one of them could helm the company or that title during a TKO storyline, especially with the way Punk just went after Pat McAfee.
Yeah, but Roman likes Pat, so there's a relationship there that you don't know about.
So you're saying Roman's going to turn heel?
I think so.
It could do that. It could.
Okay, I'll go back to real character. I'm not going to play around anymore. That was fun. Now I can see
I enjoyed it.
I can see why people like being the bad guy if they're a nice guy, you know?
Yeah. Fuck you, Matt. I hate you for saying this. It's true.
Okay. Back to character. I'm sorry, Phil. I didn't mean to call you a mark.
No, yeah, that was mean of you. It's very rude.
It's okay. I'll send you ice cream on Sunday after Roman Reigns wins, okay? But what I was trying to say to you, my friend, my dear friend from...
What?
I think that in that main event, if there is a development of the TKO storyline, I do agree with you that Punk or Roman can be champion. Like, I don't think it really affects any other storyline. But I do feel like Roman falls in that category, like those other stars that we've talked about, where it's like they're just so much better when they're that character. Like when Roman's a heel, he's way more fun to watch. He's way more entertaining.
I agree.
Punk is more fun to listen to on the mic when he's on a heel, but because CM Punk is actually one of the greatest of all time, he can do both, face and heel on the mic, but you still enjoy one more than the other, just like Seth Rollins, right? So yeah, I just feel like there's so many different layers we can go about it. I'm actually excited for Sunday. It'll be a good time.
This match is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Because I legitimately don't like. I mean, I stood behind my guy, but I really don't know. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable betting money on this either way. I think they can go either way. So,
I'm more excited to live stream with you next year on WrestleMania because it'll be during the daytime.
What's the difference?
It's just the fact that like you'll be able to wake up in like around lunchtime and watch the whole event, and then you have the rest of your evening to like
do whatever
over what happened. Over what happened, or go like just enjoy the rest of the day.
That's fair. I hope it won't be sulking, but in case I have to. But Matt, I appreciate you popping in, giving your opinion, and talking about how I had to acknowledge Roman at WrestleMania 39. Fuck you. Well, we'll see. I might have to do that again on this show next week, on Sunday rather, because I'll be here. We'll be here. But all right, my friend, we've been here for quite some time already. I know this went over how long.
A lot of fun, though.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun. We've got our official predictions in. I hope all of you guys that are in the comments right now, hope you guys will come join us this weekend. I'll be here live streaming for both days. Fayyaz will be here with me on night 2. I know my friend Shane will be here, I think, both nights as well. So come join us. If any of you guys wanted to pop on and do it with us, like you'd be able to. The hard part is lining up with each other, but
yeah, come hang out, guys.
At least come hang out in the comments. That'd be dope. Yeah. But yeah, whatever you guys want to do. But appreciate you guys. Yeah. Thank you, all of you. Hell yeah. And appreciate all of you guys. We'll see you this Sunday, or see you on Saturday.
And Sunday.
And Sunday. But Fayyaz, good show, bro.
4 episodes this week?
Yeah, 4 episodes. All right, man. Everybody take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You marks.